Jamaica. For millions of people around the world, the name alone stirs something deep. It brings to mind clear turquoise water, white sand beaches, and a culture so vibrant it has earned a devoted following across every continent. It is a brand, a feeling, and for many, the ultimate escape. But right now, the very entry points to this paradise are struggling under the pressure of their own remarkable success. A record-setting wave of tourists is arriving in Jamaica. In 2023, the country welcomed 4.1 million visitors. By just the first 2 months of 2024, arrivals had already reached 1 million, a pace never seen before. Projections indicate the country is on course to hit its target of 5 million visitors and $5 billion in earnings by 2025. That is extraordinary news, but there is a serious problem attached to it. The island's 2 main international airports, Sangster International in Montego Bay and Norman Manley, International in Kingston, were simply not designed to handle this volume of traffic. They are becoming choke points. Overcrowding during busy travel periods threatens to turn a visitor's first experience of Jamaica from something magical into something frustrating. Long lines, crowded halls, and strained facilities. This is why Jamaica is now undertaking one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in its history, a sweeping, island-wide airport transformation that represents a massive commitment of money, materials, and modern technology. Today, we examine the major upgrades already in progress at both airports and ask the defining question: will this bold national bet be enough to secure Jamaica's place as a top-tier global travel destination? What happens if Jamaica fails to solve its airport problem? The answer is straightforward and deeply concerning. The dream begins to fade. A vacation that starts and ends at a chaotic, overcrowded airport can ruin an entire trip. A poor experience at immigration or baggage claim chips away at the carefully built image of brand Jamaica, a reputation the country has spent decades developing. In the fiercely competitive Caribbean tourism market, a name associated with long waits and logistical problems becomes a serious disadvantage. Travelers have options, and they will gravitate toward destinations that offer the smoothest, most comfortable experience. But this goes far beyond bad reviews on travel websites. Tourism is the engine that powers the Jamaican economy. When that engine loses momentum, the entire country feels the effects. Fewer visitors mean reduced income for hotels, restaurants, and tour operators. It means fewer jobs for the tens of thousands of Jamaicans whose livelihoods depend on the industry. The government's ability to fund schools, hospitals, and essential public services is directly linked to how well tourism performs. Doing nothing, therefore, is not a neutral choice. It is a path toward economic decline. The problem is most visible when waves of international flights land at both Montego Bay and Kingston during peak travel windows. The existing infrastructure, despite previous improvements, buckles under that kind of pressure. It is like trying to move a river through a narrow pipe. The surge of tourists is not some distant forecast. It is already arriving. The question is no longer whether Jamaica should act. It is how boldly and how quickly. So how do you address a challenge of this scale? The answer is a large, multi-phase vision being carried out across the entire island. Starting in the capital, Kingston, Norman Manley International Airport is in the middle of a sweeping $60 million overhaul. This is not a cosmetic upgrade. It is a complete reimagining of the facility, funded by its operator, Pass Kingston Airport Limited, and their parent company, GAP. The single largest component is a $72 million project to extend the runway by 300 meters. A critical safety and capacity improvement scheduled for completion by August 2027, this upgrade will allow the airport to safely accommodate the world's largest long-haul aircraft without restrictions, opening the door to direct routes from entirely new markets. Inside the terminal, a new immigration hall set to open in January 2026, along with upgraded baggage handling systems, is designed to significantly cut waiting times and move passengers through the facility more efficiently. Meanwhile, in Montego Bay, Jamaica's busiest airport, Sangster International is also going through a major transformation. A recently completed $70 million runway extension has already improved its capacity and safety standards, but that is just the start. The airport is now entering a $180 million upgrade plan scheduled to run between 2026 and 2030. This includes a meaningful expansion of immigration processing areas with 15 new processing points and an extension of the East Concourse to ease congestion. Looking further ahead, there are plans for an entirely new, state-of-the-art terminal projected to cost approximately $750 million, designed to handle up to 15 million passengers per year. Both airports are also receiving significant digital upgrades. Biometric boarding gates are being introduced, allowing travelers to board flights using a simple facial scan. Self-service bag drop stations and the option to check in. Off-site at hotels are also part of the plan, all aimed at creating a smooth, low-stress journey from arrival to departure gate. The expansion also addresses the passenger experience itself. Both airports are redesigning their shopping and dining areas with a deliberate focus on local Jamaican brands and products, driven by the government's Local First initiative, from improved Wi-Fi and air conditioning to the installation of large solar panels to help power the facilities. Every element is being rethought to ensure that the vacation feeling begins the moment a visitor steps off the plane. With all of this investment in place, what is the expected return? The answer lies in connecting these upgrades to Jamaica's most ambitious national target, attracting 8 million visitors and generating $10 billion in annual tourism revenue. Without modern, efficient airports, that goal would be pure ambition with no foundation beneath it. With them, it becomes a realistic and reachable objective. The ability to handle more flights, receive larger aircraft, and process passengers quickly is the foundation upon which the entire strategy rests. It gives Jamaica the credibility to negotiate new flight routes and actively pursue new visitor markets across Latin America, Asia, and the Middle East. The economic benefits of this expansion reach well beyond the airport boundaries. The construction phases alone will create thousands of jobs. Once the upgraded facilities are fully operational, they will require significantly more staff. That economic activity then flows outward through the rest of the economy. More visitors create greater demand for local goods and services. The Local First initiative is specifically designed to ensure that demand is met by Jamaican farmers, producers, and craftspeople, keeping more of tourism's financial rewards circulating within local communities. This expansion also builds a more resilient economic future. Tourism is an industry that can be disrupted by global health events, extreme weather, or other unforeseen crises. A modern, well-equipped airport is a critical asset when it comes to recovering quickly from such disruptions. When a destination can restore flight operations rapidly and guarantee a quality visitor experience, even after a setback, it protects both its reputation and its revenue. In that sense, this expansion is also a form of national protection, a safeguard for Jamaica's most important economic sector against an unpredictable world. So we return to the central question: will this island-wide gamble deliver? The risks are real. These projects represent an enormous financial commitment in an era of global economic uncertainty and intense regional competition. Construction at a fully operational airport is highly complex, and delays are always possible. Jamaica is staking a great deal on the continued growth of global travel, a sector that can be unpredictable. Yet the case for this investment is overwhelmingly strong. Standing still was never truly an option. Airports pushed to their limits were a direct and growing threat to the country's prosperity. This expansion is not a speculative leap of faith. It is a measured and necessary response to clear existing demand. By investing in world-class gateways in both Kingston and Montego Bay, Jamaica is sending a clear and powerful message to the global travel industry and to visitors themselves. This country is open for business, prepared for the future, and committed to delivering a high-quality experience from the very first moment of arrival. This project is more than concrete and steel. It is a strong statement of national confidence. It is Jamaica doubling down on its greatest strength, its world-renowned culture of warmth and hospitality, and building a modern platform to share that with more people than ever before. The question now is whether this expansion will cement Jamaica's position as the undisputed leader of Caribbean travel. Share your thoughts in the comments below.